come to speak to you about something you know about yourself and you're almost certain that you know about everybody else. I've come to speak to you about your sex. My name's Gina Wilson and I'm intersex. Intersex people are people born with physical differences of sex anatomy. Differences where the person might be seen as having physical features that are both male and female at once, or having features that are not quite male or not quite female, or having features that are neither male or female. Intersex people are not hermaphrodites. Intersex is not about gender roles, that is man or woman. Intersex is about your body, the parts that make you more or less male or female. Intersex is not the same as transgender or transsexual. Intersex is not about transitioning. Intersex is about different anatomies. There are 4 ways we come to know about our intersex. The first is at birth, when we're so visibly different, our intersex is easily known. Intersex people are often surgically altered to make us unintersex at this time. The second is during puberty, when that happens in unexpected ways, or sometimes does not happen at all. The third way is when we have difficulty reproducing, and those difficulties are because of our intersex. Intersex does not necessarily mean we're infertile, but it sometimes does. The fourth way is by chance. Sometimes paternity and maternity testing can reveal that we're intersex. You probably all assume that you're not intersex. Studies have shown about 1.7% of the population is intersex, and those figures only indicate individuals who have come to the attention of medicine. There are no absolutes for male or female. We all exist somewhere between those 2 poles. Intersex is simply differences around and between the possibilities of maleness and femaleness. Though I was born intersex, that word was not used to describe my differences until quite late in my life. In fact, my intersex was a dark secret to me and most of those around me. I, like nearly all intersex people, had a sense of something about myself being not quite right, not really acceptable, something unspeakable. My intersex has never caused me a moment of grief, illness, unhappiness or regret, nonetheless. Social attitudes to my intersex, on the other hand, have been and continue to cause me a great deal of sadness. In my everyday life, people assume they know why I'm different. I'm often thought to be transsexual, gay, queer or weird, and I'm frequently referred to using inappropriate pronouns. There's no shame in being trans, gay or queer. It's simply an outrageous assumption, and an assumption that's underpinned by deeply held prejudices. You might find yourself wondering about my body and what was done to me as a child or as an adult to fix me up. I don't talk to anybody about that but my partner and my specialists, and I'll tell you why. I find it really embarrassing. It's at the top end of unpleasant to talk to an audience about my genitals. Personal stories, although they're riveting, have made little difference to intersex lives and intersex rights in the 150 years since the first one was told by Hercules Barbane. We intersex had suffered the indignity of being sideshow freaks and subject to voyeuristic speculation for hundreds of years. I'm not here to be that kind of exhibit. I'm here to tell you about intersex, and I'm here to tell you I'm proud to be intersex.